Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the AFK podcast. I'm your host, Denical, joined today by today's co-host, Quantum Sun Fellow Crusader, aka Isaac and Nathan. And today we actually have a special guest joining us for one of our sections. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our good friend Daniel.
Hello, it's me. I do things. I draw, I cry, and I talk about movies, and I'm here now.
Yeah, no,
So
Dan's a good,
that's my introduction.
yeah, Dan's a good friend of ours, and we thought, why not have some fun and invite him to the podcast? Someone just angrily
Yeah,
closed the
hell
door,
yeah.
but oh well. So, I guess we should immediately move on to the biggest news of the week.
Oh
Minecraft
God, yeah.
movie trailer. They released a
Oh
teaser trailer
no. Okay.
halfway
Yeah.
through the week. They released
Well,
a teaser trailer, and well, what's everyone think of it? What's everyone think?
so I was on call with you guys when I first saw it,
Hmm.
and you were like, "Oh, Dan, check out the Minecraft movie trailer." And I looked at it, and I genuinely thought it was like an ad. I thought it was an ad for an update. Like, I'm gonna be fully honest.
No, the update adverts look better.
And honestly, yeah. And I was like, this isn't real, right? And then I saw the sheep and I thought, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no. This is
So
gonna
yeah,
suck.
obviously we got a look at the world, the actors, and the
The
mobs.
green screen.
Yep. The lighting looks really bad with the
I've seen
geometric
videos of people
versus.
like zoomed in on the background and like you can see like the green screen around the hair and
Uh,
stuff.
yeah, it's a very. It doesn't look like it looks like a cash grab or a cover up for money laundering or something, man. Like,
Like I am convinced it is.
yeah,
Sorry, but
not
I
very.
don't even want to call
did.
I don't want to
Yeah.
call it a movie because that's an insult to people that make movies.
Pardon, Nathan.
I don't know if Isaac knows he's muted.
He is. He said he'd be right back.
Okay,
But
sorry.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
right back to what we said.
Well, micro movie trailer?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we would. So yeah, obviously the mobs look like they're made of like Velcro or something. Not Velcro.
They look like they're made of like really like clay that got left out in the sun too long.
It's the lighting. I don't know if you
Yeah, the
mentioned it,
lighting's
but
real. We were talking about that.
they have too much
Yeah, we
backlighting,
Yeah.
which makes you confused because the bit where you see Steve for the first time,
Hmm.
the four characters, sorry, they have a lot of backlighting, and then you could just Steve
Mhm.
and he has a backlight, but they're standing opposite each other. So like, where's the sun?
Speaking of Steve, the
Yes, I was thinking that. Like, where's the sun? And also, like, I don't like the environment at all. It just looks off. I like. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Fuck. It's just.
It looks
I've
uncanny.
heard people complain it's not like a real biome. That's like one of my. Like,
uh,
it's just like Minecraft worlds mashed together. I've
yeah.
heard people say that a lot.
Pardon, Isaac.
It looks uncanny.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It looks like it's going so much to be real that it misses on every single mark.
yeah. I mean, I think we're missing the best part of the trailer, which was the costume department.
Oh God.
When I tell
The
you,
fucking shirt Steve's wearing
yeah, it's just that
from
they've
like
just chucked
Walmart.
Jack Black in a blue shirt and called him Steve.
That's just pathetic to me. Like, come on, guys.
It
Like,
sh
did they spend 900 million on this?
yeah, it should have
Oh
been.
my.
It should have been animated.
I'm gonna be fully honest, like Minecraft story mode, like it has its faults, sure, but like it was something. Like there was a plot, there was character. Even if you hate Minecraft story mode, you can't deny that there was like a story and there were like deaths and it like meant something to people. Like I'll think about Minecraft story mode sometimes, like, oh, that was a fun game. I'm never gonna think about if I watch this movie, I'm never gonna think about it again.
Yeah, no,
It's gonna age. I mean, it already looks like shit, but it's gonna age even worse.
yeah.
And then
I
it's
mean,
like,
I doubt the plot
yeah.
will be any good anyway. Like,
Well,
even
yeah.
if
Let's
it
be
is,
real.
it's
Like
kind of ruined by the other stuff.
the fucking creeper behind Jason Momoa. You just like I can
Just
predict the
gonna say,
future,
oh man.
and it's just gonna be like he's right behind me, isn't he? And the fucking who are you? It's just so cheesy, and it's like I've not seen the movie, and I feel like I've watched it like a billion times.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few bits which look. I'm like the one animal I'm all right with is the llama for some reason. Like, I don't know why the llama
I
seems
hate the
fine.
llama. It looks weird to me. It looks like it's gonna. If I'm gonna be, if I was a kid and I saw that, I'd be terrified.
I think the
Fucking
gas looks
terrified.
best.
I think the gas mouth was too small, kind of. Or
Yeah.
like not too small. I don't know. It just didn't seem the right proportion. I feel like they need to either do it one way or another.
I mean, the people, the Hoglins.
The
They don't even look
Hoglins.
like they're from Minecraft. They look like from
I
another
don't
world.
like the Hoglins. They
They
look
like
weird.
Lord of the Rings.
They look cheesy and like made of cheese.
Literally, the only bit I can praise about the piglins is of hoglins. Sorry, is it hoglin or piglin?
Who gives a fuck?
Piglin.
They
Hoglins
clearly
are
didn't
the
give a fuck.
hoglins are like the bipedal ones. But
I
anyway,
thought they turned into zombies if they were in the overworld.
yeah, they do. But we don't. Which not
So
gonna,
why aren't they zombies?
no clue. They don't even know Minecraft. But anyway, the only thing
Did
I
they
can
play
praise about that
Minecraft?
is the behavior looks like how I'd expect them to act. Like that's it. Like
Yeah.
savages almost.
I mean, good or not, the film still hasn't come out. We can say that we think we've already watched it with how we think it's going to end up, but realistically, we won't know until we actually do. So it doesn't really matter what we say here.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go
How
watch
we
it.
see it.
I'm
will
not.
be-
I don't know if I should. I don't want to give him my money.
I think it'll actually be a bit good. You know, I think it'll be like the Mario movie. I think everyone's expectations will be so incredibly low that it'll actually surprise us.
I don't think it
I
will
didn't
be.
like them.
Well, 'cause
My
Mario-
opinion is right. Mario movie. I didn't like that personally, but I watched it and I went. I could see people enjoying this. You know, I could see Mario fans liking this. I could see kids liking this. This is a fine film. Like the animation was, it was good for an Illumination movie. Like usually it looks like shit, but yeah, it was fine. But like this looks like it's not finished. It looks. I've heard people say it looks like AI, which I kind of I feel like yeah, it probably was. Like it looks that bad to me. It's just very uncanny and just visually off-putting as well.
Yeah. Well, the
They don't
thing,
make money.
the Mario movie, I think, was a lot better because it kind of kept loyal to the actual source material. It respected the source material.
Yep.
This feels like a bunch of producers know nothing about Minecraft, just did like 1 hour of a creative world, built
I
like a
feel
diamond
like that.
house.
I feel like sorry for interrupting you. I feel like the reason that's the case because like the reason why the Mario movie is more like feels more loyal of an adaptation is because like it's Nintendo doing it and like the Japanese actually like care about their animation and they like care and like Nintendo's very like careful with what it like puts its foot in, like what it puts its like characters in. So they probably like had like a very like strict guideline, and they probably were like helping working on the movie. Like they probably had like animators and stuff. But I guarantee not a single person at Mojang was like
Well,
even there.
one of the producers, they do have actual people. I think some of the producers
Yeah,
are.
they have
What
Mojang
so
employees. Yeah, the people who do
they
the
do
live
actually.
events.
Oh yeah.
They are
Okay.
helping. It just
Yeah.
doesn't look like they are.
Yeah.
Is it like how they do it at the mob vote, where they just kind of like fall asleep and then they just go, "Oh
Yeah,
shit, we
they
need
do
to
it
update our
before.
game."
Like to add half the stuff.
I think it's
Yeah.
more. This is like a film which it's super boring. It's a boring premise. People go into another world and they
Yeah.
have to save this world, and then but they've just gone. This is Minecraft painting though. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
just a boring plot with
Yeah.
Minecraft to make more tickets be sold and make more money.
Speak.
This will
It
not be the
you brought up when we first saw it, Nathan. You said it looked like the Playmobil movie, which I completely
yeah.
agree with.
I could play with that movie voucher.
It's like, but if like I went and like watched it, like didn't watch it again. I watched someone like discuss it again because I hadn't seen it. And yeah, the plot looks verbatim. Like there's some bad savages and there's like some evil people and there's dragons and it's a full of imagination, but we're gonna have it as the most cookie cutter shit in the world.
Yeah. Though, while we're doing the comparison to the Mario movie, I remember a complaint of the Mario movie was they used too much licensed music compared to the actual game music. What do we
I
think? Do we
guarantee
think this
you
will
there will
happen
not
again?
be a single. There will not be a single song from Minecraft in this film. I'll bet money on it.
Even in the
There'll be
trailer,
maybe. Was there? I
No,
had it
there
on
wasn't
mute.
in the
wasn't
trailer.
I couldn't listen to it.
there's a licensed
I,
song.
I. Oh yeah. I meant like I guarantee the whole song will be like fast, like that song.
You know,
You know.
I bet you there's gonna be a
Oh,
scene in this movie where they go. So you know in the trailer when they go to like the Nether,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
it will be Jack Black. Sorry, yeah, I'm not even gonna call him Steve. He's Jack Black. He's gonna be like,
Don't
"This
give
guy,
them the
this
honor.
guy here, I'll handle this," and then I Need a Hero will start playing.
Oh my
Immediately
It
god.
will. It will.
It will as well.
It's like that
Fuck.
Joker predicted with the floating tree. They'll be like, right, guy, right, right, my fellow Minecrafters, we need to go get some materials to beat
And get some resources.
Then he just gets angry
I don't know,
about them
big
leaving
trees.
floating
Jason
trees.
Momoa leaves a floating tree, and he goes, "Are you not gonna fix it?" And he goes, "No, I didn't need any more wood. I got what I needed." And he goes,
You should really cut that down. That's kind of
Yeah.
rude.
I can see that entire scene playing out in my mind. It's just so easy.
Yeah.
But
Or
yeah,
And like, I'm not gonna lie. The kids look really annoying as well. Like, I think the kids are gonna be like the main characters. I
one
don't
of them
want them
is
to be.
I'm not
from
gonna like.
Wednesday, isn't she?
Pardon?
Well,
One of
she's
them's from yes, I believe so.
She was Wednesday's friend, I believe, in the
Yes, I
show.
believe so. I've not seen
I didn't even hear
Wednesday.
what you said. What did you
Who
say?
in Wednesday, her best.
Oh
friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I know from.
So
I'm
I'm
not-
sure-
She was okay.
I think we flamed the Minecraft movie enough.
Yeah.
I'll
Should we
be
move on
honest.
to an actual?
Yeah, I think we should move on. Why
Yeah.
actually Daniel is here today?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
obviously, of the three of the hosts, I am the only one who has watched the first season of Arcane. This week they dropped a second season teaser trailer, I believe. And
Yeah,
well,
hell
that's
yeah.
why we need a guest. Dan is the only other person I know who has seen this.
I'm the only one who's seen Arcane.
What did you think of season 1, my friend?
I fucking loved season 1. I adored it. I actually stopped watching it because I was like, oh no, I don't want to finish it. I don't want to rush through it. And I watched like the first 3 episodes the days they came out. So I was like, oh, I don't want to rush it. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then I was like, it was like a year later, and I had to rewatch the whole show. But I loved it. The art and the music is just phenomenal. Like, it's amazing. Like, everything about it is amazing.
Yeah, I watched it. I didn't care too much for the characters because I'm not a League fan.
Really?
Yeah, but I eventually did end up
Oh.
actually caring, which was surprising. So like, I can't remember it off the top of my head because how long ago has it been? How long has it been?
I
3 years?
rewatched it
Yeah.
I've watched it pretty recently because
It's been
I
long.
watched it with my mom.
I just
So.
binged it when it was
Yeah,
all
it's been long.
out, and then
Oh, that was a while ago then.
now the one thing, yeah, but as I say, the animation was top tier.
Yeah, I remember my mum talked about it with me because I showed it her, and she actually preferred it to Spider-Verse, which I found interesting.
Oh,
Really?
I
Well,
wouldn't
Into the Spider-Verse or Across?
I think she preferred it to the second one,
Okay.
Across the Spider-Verse,
So
and
Across
I kind of
Spider-Verse is
agree
like
with her.
a 12. Into the Spider-Verse is like a 12 out of 10 film.
Oh, absolutely.
I know. I think for her, and I kind of agree. Like, a lot happens in that movie very quickly, and it is kind of like jarring. Like, you kind of like don't.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
The second one's very bloated, but it is like the first half. So
Yeah, we're getting off topic a bit.
Oh,
though.
I agree, and I do love
Wait.
Across the Spider. I'm just saying, like, you know, it can kind of be hard to like know what's going on. Like, you blink and you miss stuff, you know, which
Yeah.
I like, but like I can get why someone wouldn't.
Yeah, let's not get off topic
Arcane
though.
is more. Arcane is more like grounded for me, at least for me anyway. I could,
I'd say the.
I mean, in terms
obviously-
of like the action,
yeah.
I don't feel confused. I don't feel
Yeah.
confused.
But yeah, so obviously we saw the trailer for the second season. I'm not gonna lie, when I watched it, I saw all this dramatic, like, oh, this character, like how they intertwine. At first, I thought, well, yeah, but it doesn't. There's probably not any stakes because I don't know if they're gonna kill off characters or not, which they likely won't. But then you told me
I
that
think
this
they
is the
will.
final season. And
Yeah,
that
this is the
actually
final
has,
season.
yeah, which actually got me thinking, like, oh, so they might actually. They're not gonna milk this for like another 7 seasons.
I'm so happy.
Which is
that that's the
surprising.
case. I'm so happy. Not because I want this show to be over, by the way. I could watch it for like 1,000 years, but I'm happy that this is coming to an end because it means that like the creators said that, I believe that this is the final season. So to me, that just means, you know, we've got like an actual ending.
Yeah.
Because I hate it when shows go on for too long or too little when the creators don't get the ending they want.
Yeah.
Because that's always the worst.
It's like with like shows like Gravity Falls. I think they'd end up being ruined if they went on a bit longer.
Yes,
like that,
yes.
great as they are.
I think Gravity Falls is great because again, that's only 2 seasons.
Yeah, but yeah. So I'm trying to remember what happened in the trailer now, but it looks like
I've just rewatched it.
Yeah.
It looks like Jinx. Jinx. Is going to like because she killed Silco by mistake. Her
Yeah,
like
the
father figure.
yeah, at the start.
Very
and
end.
Wait,
And then
was
she
it?
kind of blew up the council. I think like they're all going to be dead. I think
yeah.
There's Caitlyn's mum is part of the council, so that will give her more of a reason to go against Jinx.
Yeah, and V's
Hang on,
like
wait, hang on. Spoiler season 1. There you go.
they
Oh
are.
yeah,
They
I
go.
was gonna say.
We don't need to give a spoiler warning. We're literally talking about the season 2. If people are interested in season 2, that's if they've seen season 1.
Watch season 1 anyway. So Caitlyn's mum's probably dead.
Yeah. V's just
I
kind of
didn't-
given up entirely on Jinx though. From that
Vi,
trailer.
yeah,
Vi.
probably.
Is it Vi? I just
Yeah, Vi's the red-haired one.
I forgot the pronunciation of the name. As I said, I don't play League.
It's fine. I don't play League either. I just watched it pretty recently.
Yeah.
Yes. Trying to think of what else happened in the trailer. I guarantee like all the council are dead, and that's why the that like red army has like shown up, because it's like I forgot what they were called, but they're probably like gonna like enforce like more of like a dictatorship, and
Yeah.
Jinx is gonna be like a messiah of like freedom.
It's essentially like gonna give us like a war arc for a season 2.
Yeah.
which could
Yeah,
be good, especially with the style of animation. I think we're gonna get even bigger, bolder, and brighter set pieces.
Yes, I noticed that like the it was at the end, and it's like I don't know where it was. It was like a white sandy place, but that looked sick. That looked awesome.
I was thinking like more the underworld with the or like the like almost like paint like canisters of smoke.
Yeah,
Like just trying to paint a
or the
picture.
explosions going off, like
Yeah.
the multicolored explosions.
Mhm.
That was really, really good visual.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be absolutely hype though. Hopefully.
Yes, I'm curious, and you might not have remembered this. I'm curious what Victor is going to happen with him. He was the guy with the crutch, and he was like exploring the arcane. So I feel like they're going to explore develop that a bit more, because he like I think it was the final episode. I don't remember, but he like starts running. Like he like did some experiments, and he like can run and stuff. So I think he is gonna like tap into the arcane, and it's gonna like corrupt him, and it could like destroy the world.
That could be
And I think
interesting.
maybe that could be really interesting,
Yeah.
or like that.
But as I say, it's all around good news for League fans and people who are fans of Arcane, because League fans are actually getting a good adaptation. Pardon?
Oh, I was gonna say it's interesting how we've had like a good and bad adaptation to
Yeah.
video games this week.
Mm-hmm.
Like Arcane season 2 is gonna probably be even better than season 1. Season 1 was already amazing, but and then we got the Minecraft movie,
Yeah.
which just
And the week before that, we got the Sonic 3 trailer.
Yep, and then before
Yeah,
that we got
did.
Borderlands. So yeah, it's been
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one.
I've always said video game adaptations are just a 50-50. Like they're either gonna be abysmal or really good.
Literally a roulette wheel. Yeah.
I think the only one which has kind of been in the middle scale is the Mario movie, off the top of my head.
Because they actually like cared about that.
Yeah, but yeah, so
and like Arcane as well. That looks like they truly have a passion for Arcane. They want to like flesh out the world a bit. Like I don't even like League of Legends, but it was like, oh, this makes me want to play the game, and I remember what the game is, and I thought, never mind.
No matter how much I enjoyed it, I will not play League. Right, but I think that's enough for game adaptations. I think now we start actually talking about actual games. So to kick it off, Helldivers 2 is a very commonly reoccurring game on the podcast so far.
Oh yeah.
This week we had a bit of a surprise bug. The Illuminate appeared on the bottom of the map as a third faction for a few minutes before getting taken.
I don't necessarily think it was a bug though, if you know what I mean.
What did they say?
Oh, like they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
They did it on purpose and are saying it's,
yeah, I mean,
attraction to the game before it comes out.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Which is always fun. Like
that game is it's dwindled off a bit compared to what it used to be.
It's had to slow down a lot.
I've not heard many people like talking about it as it. I don't play Helldivers. I can't. I'm poor. But
yeah. I was gonna go get the actual thing out though. But they put out a statement later on the table saying how apparently a member of crew had died in the server room, and the organic matter of their body had melted into the system. And they added it off with a little humorous suing the family for damages, but
that's funny.
But yeah, So yeah, it looks. I mean, I am a member of the leaks like subreddit thing where people like get into the
Mhm.
game files and final stuff. The Illuminate have been there as models developing for like a few months now, and last time I saw they looked pretty finalized. People are actually able to spawn them in games using cheats and all that.
Oh, okay.
And I've had a theory for a long time that the Illuminate will invade on Liberty Day to like
Which I
interrupt the
think makes
celebration.
perfect sense, in all honesty.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm just like searching up the Illuminate now because I've just never seen them.
Search Illuminate Helldivers 1 because they were a enemy faction in the first game. They've not been introduced in
Oh,
the
okay.
second one.
I mean, I'm excited for them. I've said for a while that I think the only way that they can really get me fully back in, because obviously that recent update, I
Mhm.
played that for like a day and that was it. I think the only way they can really truly get me back into this game is add a new faction. Because
Yeah,
obviously, Space
fair
Marine 2
enough.
comes out tomorrow, which I'm going to be playing.
Yeah.
Are they
Which,
like?
so
Are these they're like weird monk looking?
Yeah, they're like an alien faction with like super advanced technologies and stuff.
Ah,
But
okay, yeah,
they
I've seen
don't
them. I like the designs.
they don't practice super democracy, so they
We need
obviously
to
need to get
kill
rid of them.
them.
Yeah. No, we need to
very,
introduce them to manage democracy. Like, come on.
they look very Destiny kind of enemy like.
I
Yeah,
was just thinking that. Yeah.
they're really high tech. Force fields are a big part of it. A lot of like
They
magic-y
kind of look like
almost.
Tyranids.
Yeah, but no.
They kind of
So
look like Tyranids from Warhammer.
Tyranid, are you sure you're not
Like
looking at
smart
Terminids
ones.
there? Are you sure you're on the same
Uh,
image as of Illuminate, or are
it
you now
might
looking
not
at the
be. It might
Terminid
not
enemy?
be. Let's find out.
But yeah, so
Could
yeah,
be wrong.
but that's the whole theory. I would love to see them soon, but obviously fleshed out, no bugs, kind of, because I don't want them to rush it and then it'd be really game breaking. It's definitely gonna be a tougher enemy faction though. So yeah, which
Yeah, I definitely think Super Helldive on Illuminate that'll
is
be take it all out of us.
yeah, we feel victims already on automatons. This is really gonna up the levels, kind of. But yeah,
Mhm.
hopefully though, they'll be able to give us a bit more firepower because there's a new patch coming in 9 days, which is part of their 60-day development plan, where they responded to the feedback on all the nerfs, and they said they were taking like a 60-day period to truly like try and figure out the perfect balance for players. We get a trial of it,
I like
obviously
that.
we get a trial of it in 9 days through a patch update. I'll be on it, testing it out, seeing what the changes are, and hopefully the community will stop complaining about the nerfs. I personally didn't affect my kits really. Like, I kind of use same. It would be nice to actually be able to use assault rifles though, because that's like my least used weapon.
Yeah, I only really
Yeah.
feel like using the shotgun. I don't feel like using any other weapon
Yeah,
type.
I
the
All the
use
shotguns
time
are just so
fighting
strong.
automatons, but that's like
yeah.
what the marksman rifle I think it is. I
I
use.
use the sniper, which is the counter diligence.
What that?
I use the shotguns and I use the energy based weapons, like the
I barely ever
Scorcher.
use ARs or SMGs.
Yeah, those two are just
Like,
really
so
overshadowed.
the game.
Explosives I do use occasionally, like the crossbow and the Dominator.
I don't use the cross. I use the what's
Eruptor?
the hand? It's
Oh,
like the pistol.
the grenade pistol. The grenade pistol.
Yeah, I use
Yeah,
that sometimes. But
yeah, but
most
yeah,
of the time I use double shotgun.
yeah.
So like it's just kind of boring. That's
Assault
why I
rifle
don't
and
really play the
SMG
game
are
anymore.
just kind
It's
of
just shotgun over and over again.
yeah, but
So
no. So it would be nice to have those weapons come into play. But yeah, support weapons. Apparently, a bunch of them are getting even more firepower. Armor on enemies is getting a rework. So apparently, like armor has its own health bar. It looks from the sounds of it, kind of. That's a way to just explain it. Dan's having some
Pretty good.
connection issues. I've just noticed. But
Kick
yeah,
me.
but yeah. Apparently, you're going to be able to destroy the armor and then actually get to the squishier inside of the bugs and stuff like that.
That's good.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Interesting.
And apparently rockets are getting like there's going to be less rockets in play at a time against automatons, which is like the one change that was needed really.
Mm-hmm.
I've not minded the changes, to be honest. I haven't played loads, but from when I have played, the changes haven't really affected me.
Yeah.
Like you said, Daniel,
Hmm.
and I don't really care. And if people are, still annoyed with them after they do this, then I think it's their own problem at that
Yeah.
point.
Like
Yeah,
they're doing as much as they can to try and like
Yeah,
fix it.
they are trying, and I think that's
I
important.
respect them. Well, even though I don't play Helldivers, I respect that they're like listening and they're like trying to do their best to make it like a fun game, but also like not a instant kill button.
Yeah. I do enjoy the challenge of the game, so it's nice.
It looks like fun. I wish it came to Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's on Xbox. Xbox.
Well, you're still on old gen, aren't you? So
I'm on old gen. I'm an old gen.
I'm afraid it'll never
Old...
come to old gen.
Yeah, it never will. Let me dream though.
Fair enough. Right, that's enough about Helldivers though. Here's for my rant. So game updates. That's something you always love to get, but there's one company which really underdelivers on them. Biggest shit show of all time. Studio Wildcard. Oh, well them as well. But I think Wildcard may be a bit lower in the barrel. Arc Aberration Ascended finally launched. I talked about it the other week. And, well, it took a while to launch. 3 delays on launch date. So, I believe originally it was supposed to release 4th September. It got pushed back a day. I was fine with that, you know. A day couldn't hurt. The day of the release, I'm sat there waiting for 3 p.m. in British summertime, which is, yeah, because we're located in the UK.
Yep.
It doesn't come out. Turns out it's been pushed back to 8 o'clock in the evening. So I wait. And I'm sat there, and I think I'm in a call with some of you guys. I'm not sure. It's clock strikes 8 o'clock. Where is it? There's no download button. I can get it on the Steam page, but there's no download for it. What the hell's happened? 40 minutes later, they announce that there's a delay until they can get it working. That's just the news. So I wait for about an hour, and the community manager said that they would update us in an hour, and then they later put out, there is no point in updating you guys as soon as it won't make progress go any faster. So I kind of give up for the night. I wake up next day, it's done. And lo and behold, half the features they said were going to be there, involving performance, are disabled. So the whole performance...
Amazing.
Yeah. For the art fans who don't keep up with like Studio Wildcard's bullshit, they said that they would be introducing a performance update using AMD Fidelity FX 3, which is like, it's kind of like NVIDIA DLSS. I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard of that.
Nope.
No.
It's basically a super resolution scaling type thing. You'll have it in all your games. Like when you turn on performance mode, it's usually turning on like either Fidelity or DLSS, stuff like that. It just kind of changes resolutions based on distance and stuff like that to try and improve game performance. Yeah.
So they added that in, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, they were supposed to add the AMD version of it, which works on cards which aren't NVIDIA and aren't 40 series. So cards like mine, I use a 3060. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll actually be able to use it. But yeah, it's disabled because it crashes the game. The performance feature crashes the game. I tried to turn it on using commands, and it does crash the game.
You know, I do need to play Arc Ascended, I'll be honest.
Like, don't get me wrong, it looks beautiful, but the performance is ass.
It does. I saw the screenshots you posted the other day, and I was like, that doesn't look like art. It looks so much better.
Oh, you're cutting out a bit there.
So it doesn't look like art. It looks so much better, everyone. There you go.
Yeah. But no, it looks better. But, well, performance isn't the only issue plaguing the game.
Yeah, it's art. What do you expect?
So they also, art fans will know, there's a new season pass they introduced because they need to make more money on it. Bob's Tall Tales, it's just like, it's a spin on one of the characters from the animated show, where he just makes up a bunch of lies about like what he did on the arcs. He's a separate character to the show.
Wait, so he makes up lies to make himself seem cooler?
Yes.
Daniel, great. Doesn't that sound familiar to Usopp?
Oh my god, One Piece
Usopp from
reference!
One Piece!
So the Wildcard scam's a One Piece reference, cool. Okay, the last one was kind of okay. It added some features which seem fun, not too overpowered. Like the one thing that could be considered is you can revive a dead tame every like 48 hours or something, but you need to have their essence, which expires after 24 hours. So essentially, if you do a raid, you can revive one creature from it if it fails, which is fine, you know, it's nothing too major. It's locked behind a paywall, which sucks, but, you know, I can live with it. But
why wouldn't it?
This one doesn't even try and hold back. We've got a teleporting time-traveling stopwatch, which basically teleports you to back a few steps, depending on how you do. So if let's say you fall into a trap, you get trapped in a cage. Oh, no longer. or let's say,
Pay to win.
yes, there's a
Oh,
clock
wow.
which speeds up crafting time, which is kind of alright, I guess, but there's
Just
a
like those things in mobile games where
yeah,
it's like,
Yeah.
try this, just
I
get
know.
the app.
yep. They added a little spider which can sit on your arm and allows you to swing around like Spider-Man. Don't see why they
Okay.
couldn't add that feature to the grappling hook in the game, but you
Yeah,
got to pay
no,
for the
they've
feature.
got to pay for
You've
it.
got to pay for it, Dan. What do you mean? Why would you not why would you have it for free, you psycho?
There is a little gun thing you can use on your tames and wild creatures to get traits, which is essentially like mutations, I believe, from what I've heard. I don't own the DLC, so I could not tell you exactly how it works. I'm just hearing the community's talk on it. So you can make your tames even stronger, easily, if you pay. And
Why would
I love
you?
spending more money on a game that I've spent money on. Woo!
Yay!
oh, it's
They need to
yeah,
stop doing that, man. Like, you
they
pay
do.
60 quid for a game, and then you got to pay more money to
Yeah.
play the game.
It's like
Than
the
other
Si-
stuff. Like,
Don't even get me started on The Sims, man. But yeah,
just like you earn
Yeah.
it in the game,
Sims
man.
is-
I mean, Sims
yeah.
4 is free now, but they still did sell DLC when it was
90% of the game is
What?
behind a
What?
paywall. But
It's literally
yeah.
I stopped playing The Sims because of that reason.
But yeah, let's go back to the feature list though. There is also a automated robot thing, which it said it automates tasks like harvesting, repairing structures, and what was the
Yeah,
other
that's
one?
a bad idea.
Yeah, but it's
not
paywall.
behind a paywall.
But no, and then there's one thing that they added as a feature. It looked like a blimp, so like just a giant blimp, which was going to be cool. Like, oh, how the fuck would it work in Aberration? Don't tell me. But turns out it's just a reskin. I'm not sure. Did any of you guys play Genesis Part 1 on Ark?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Bit of
Wait, is that the robots one?
It's like the one
I
after
might have,
Extinction. It's
but
did
like
not
when it
play
came out,
them.
okay.
so I don't remember.
But yeah, there's an item that you can get near end game, I think, for beating the final boss of that, called the tech skiff, which is just a hover skiff which you can build stuff on. You can pick up tames with the tractor beam, whatnot. This is essentially that, but reskinned. It doesn't have the tractor beam, but it's just that, but reskinned. Behind a paywall for cheaper resources.
Well, that's fine
Of course.
then.
So yeah, and the skiff's not even
Nothing
out in the
wrong
game
here.
yet. Skiff's not even out in the
Nothing
game yet. But when
Oh
it does
my
come out, there's a cheaper alternative if you pay money.
Oh my god.
So
Dan,
yeah.
I feel so sorry for you.
But guess what? The pay to win doesn't end there, lads.
Oh no.
There's so not too long ago they introduced a creature you could buy for £4, where it's a shoulder pet until it's not. It becomes like a fully rideable lion, which breathes fire in both stages.
Oh, that's fair.
And from tests unofficial, can go 1-on-1 with the Gigantosaurus.
Right.
All for £4.20 to be able to tame it. And guess what, lads? It spawns on Aberration. The flaming lion spawns on the underground map, and you'll never guess which zone. The blue zone, the zone filled with water.
Crazy.
It makes no sense other than money. I hate
Like,
being a
when-
fan of this game. I hate. The only reason I'm still here is
I
dinosaurs.
do not know how you are still how it's still it's like an abusive relationship. It's just pulling you back in. It's like, come on, you can buy a lion. No, I don't want it. It's only £4.
Yep.
No.
But yeah. And then to top it all off, the final thing that I want to complain about. Ages ago, before ASA launched, there was a bunch of community votes for what creature could be added to each map as a new creature, which seemed fun. It seemed nice. Getting new creatures. We love to see it. We get to vote. Great. They were supposed to be
Like the
exclusive.
mob vote where you get to vote as in you get to vote in North Korea.
Yeah, but no, as in like no, but this time we create the suggestions.
Oh.
So it's a better mob vote essentially. And
that is a better mob vote.
the winner for Aberration was the Xiling. Currently we've got the Gigantoraptor, which was supposed to be Ragnarok, but they released it early on the island. Which is like, okay, they wanted to get this one done because it was easier, but the map's not out yet. That's fine, put it on the island. Except it's been on every map so far, so it's not really an exclusive. The Fasilasuchus as well, which was supposed to be a Scorched Earth exclusive. It's on Aberration.
I love
So
Scorched
yeah.
Earth.
So yeah, the exclusives
Boy,
aren't exclusives.
I sure do love money.
The exclusives aren't exclusive, they're just there. Right. So yeah. But on the opposite end of things, let's talk about good game launches, because I am done ranting. Nathan, would you like to take it away with
So,
Astrobot?
I gladly, man. So this was on Friday. The release of Astrobot came out. So in case you didn't know, Astro's Playroom released on the PS5 when it came out, and it's one of the best tech demos I played. It's definitely up there with like Wii Sports.
Oh,
Like
okay.
yeah,
it
we
was
still
amazing, that tech demo. Highly recommend you play it, Isaac, because you haven't still.
I
And
will.
everyone
Steam mode,
wanted
that's great.
it is. Everyone wanted a fully fledged Astrobot game, which we got.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hyped for this game when they announced it. It was the best thing they announced in that state of play, which was god awful. And it was here. And I played it. So I'll give you how long it took me to play the game, because obviously it's a 60 quid game. And I beat the main story in about 9 hours and completed fully in I think about 17 hours.
Oh
So,
gosh.
and I will say, I don't care. That was worth every penny. Those 17
Really?
hours. I have a recommend. I would buy that game. So I've written some notes down of my thoughts. So this is easily the best 3D platformer that I've played since Super Mario Odyssey, almost 7 years ago. Now Mario Odyssey is top 10 favorite games ever, and the fact that this stands toe to toe with that is an achievement, because that was an achievement for a Mario game on Switch. So yeah, that was like my general stuff. But yeah, so the game has great graphics. It looks gorgeous, that game, and it runs consistent 60 frames. I had one section where my frames dropped, but if I blinked, I would have missed my frames dropping. And the creativity and uniqueness in all the levels, it stands out. You get like power ups in these levels, so you can have like punching fists. You can like inflate pyrocynical style. You
Oh
can
hell yeah.
use an elephant trunk to suck up like liquids to create platforms for yourself. Some of them will be like solid stone. Some will be like honey, so you can bounce on them. I believe there's another one which is a dog which launches you forward. A chicken that shoots you up in the air. I know there's one which is like a monkey. You only get it for like one level, and then the credits where you can clap its hands together, and it'll make platforms go up and down or change and stuff.
Oh, neat.
So
That's
all the
fun.
levels of I've seen all of them have like unique kind of styles. There's some which are like, like a construction zone where there's a big King Kong, and then there's one where it's just cake and all that. There's obviously deserts and there's snow, but they never get bored. I played that game for 9 hours straight on the first day. I never got bored
Christ.
once. And
That's pretty good.
I'm glad to hear you actually had a fun game to play then.
I know. And the entire time, it was just such a charming. I had a big smile. The ending, I won't spoil because I think you should experience it
Well,
if you've
yeah,
not
and
played the
the, and
game
the
yet.
game's just launched, so we don't want to really
It
tell you.
is. Like, it takes something. There was a film that does that ending, and it just completely shits the bed. But this one doesn't. It does it well.
It was all a
And
dream.
I know. You'll see the film I'm on about when you play the game.
Yeah, well,
But,
I don't
yeah.
have a PlayStation 5, but I'm planning on
Yeah.
maybe getting one for when GTA 6 launches. I don't know. I'll
Another
decide.
thing we want to talk about, because obviously people are like, oh, people don't like this game because it uses nostalgia, which it does. But it does it. It's like a love letter
Yeah.
to nostalgia, because you can get the characters. Obviously, we get Kratos using the trailer. I won't spoil any of the characters, but you get Kratos and some other God of War characters from Ragnarok, and they'll just like stand around. But if you use the gacha machine, which you pay for with in-game currency you get by playing the game, you can get like little stuff from them, and then they do like little references if you punch them. So like I think Kratos freezes you and stuff
Play to
with his
pay?
axe.
What the hell's that?
Another thing for Kratos is there's like at the end of a world, there'll be like a level dedicated to a game. I'll do God of War Ragnarok because that was in the trailer. So you just play as Kratos basically, and it's just so much. It's just such a charming. I'll even say it. It's a perfect game. 10 out of 10. This is the most perfect game I've played since Stardew Valley.
Oh,
I've
damn.
never heard Nathan be this happy about anything.
Yeah, like
I'm
no
glad.
one
I'm glad
likes
for it, man. I'm
it.
glad
Like
you had a good.
my expectations were so high for this, and it met them. It exceeded them. This is 10 out of 10. This is my game of the year. If it doesn't win, it's rigged.
Like the sheer childlike whimsy in Nathan's voice was like that.
I love this game.
like I have seen I watched the trailer for it for you, Nathan, because I wanted to see what it
Yeah.
was like. And it does look like a lot of fun. It looks very charming. And,
It is so much. It's just so charming, and
I mean, hey, I'm
I
glad
just don't get games like this anymore, man.
It looks like a fun game, and we don't really get those anymore.
No,
I'm glad you paid for
It's
a game
just
and got
like-
your money's worth.
I did.
Yeah.
I would pay for it again. I would even upgrade to the deluxe edition. Like,
Wow.
I want this game to do well because obviously Concord. This game came out the day Concord died, which is so funny.
Oh
Because
yeah, I looked into Concord.
this is their 30th anniversary game, and yeah, I think I was going to talk about that my nostalgia. I forgot about it. But obviously, yeah, people be like, I think if you enjoy PlayStation, you could probably enjoy this a lot. Even if you don't enjoy PlayStation that much, you don't have a big history on it, you'll still really enjoy it. Maybe people who like have childhood playing like all the old, Crash Bandicoots and stuff, they'll probably enjoy it more than you. But even if you don't, you'll still really enjoy it.
Yeah,
This is a game for everyone, and it's perfect.
well, that's good
Game
to
of the
hear.
year.
I'm glad you had a. I'm glad you're happy about that.
Yin and yang we have right now.
Oh,
Daniel's rant, and then my
yeah, I actually missed a
like.
funny thing that I forgot to include in my rant. So obviously I was talking about the paid season pass to get the extra features, which has just become massively pay to win.
Mhm.
That was the trailer for that was the only thing which launched on time.
On time.
Yeah, which the trailer for the paid thing landed perfectly bang on 8 o'clock, and yet the free map doesn't.
Well, looks like you're going to buy it then.
I
What
am...
else are you gonna do?
You have to pay to watch the trailer.
No, the only time I will consider buying this season pass is when all of the content's released, which doesn't happen till Extinction.
I remember
mean-
I had to pay for it, and I'm so pissed about that. But
Well,
it came on Game Pass the next day, and I was so mad.
I was
found something here.
I was
Which
lucky
you
enough.
forgot to do, Daniel.
Pardon?
Oh, actually, I'll let you talk about that. Sorry.
I was actually lucky enough to get Arc for free through a little creator program I applied for. So thankful. Though I still feel scammed, even though it's free. But yeah, at least I didn't waste my money. Sorry for the people who did.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right, Nathan, what did you want to bring up?
So you forgot to add. There's two things you forgot to add actually. We'll talk about the first one, and it's because it's to do with Astrobot, I guess, and Sony.
Mhm.
Is that Sony said last week they have no, I think it was recognizable IPs. You don't have enough original franchises. That was it. Sorry.
Oh, okay. About
And they released Astrobot, which is all of this like God of War, Crash Bandicoot,
Last of Us.
Last of
iRacing
Us.
game, Last
Yeah.
of Us, Uncharted, Horizon,
Spider-Man
and then they have like
games.
other ones which no one talks about anymore. Like okay, not talks about, but hasn't had a game in years. Like Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper. Obviously, Ratchet and Clank was there, but they've had games recently.
Sony has
And-
plenty of Sony
There's so
PlayStation has
much.
plenty of
If you want,
IPs.
that's like
Something
a
like
shit in the face of Xbox, because Xbox is like Master Chief, and that's it.
That's like
And
Disney.
I want.
That's like Disney saying they own nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
Got
what
everything.
Like Christ. Even though Microsoft owns the monopoly on studios, like PlayStation owns an absolute monopoly on IPs easily.
Every
Yeah.
PlayStation owns some of the best IPs ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's kind of no reason.
Like that was my only complaint with Astrobot, which I'm not going to count because it's not the game's fault. It's probably to do with licensing. Is that
Yeah.
they didn't show Spider-Man because the Marvel Spider-Man franchise is amazing
Probably just licensing.
and one of their best-selling franchises. But I guess
Yeah.
if they can't get the license,
I
I see the thing you've listed for the second thing, but I think we'll let Isaac talk about what he wants to talk about real quick. So, second to last thing on the gaming section, very close to Isaac's heart. A certain game is releasing its final update. Isaac, would you like to take the stage?
Now, I should probably be sad about this, but I am actually not whatsoever, because it means that they're putting all their resources into State of Decay 3, which we got the teaser trailer for how long ago now?
Few.
or the announcement or the
The
kind of
original
gameplay trailer.
announcement.
Oh, that was like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, I want to say 3-4 years ago. So now that they're putting all their resources into that, I'm happy. State of Decay 2 is a great game as it is, and if they just continue what they're doing with State of Decay 3, it could be arguably one of the best zombie games of all time, which is right up my alley for games I love. I don't think the update's too massive, besides a bunch of bug fixes, some new content, and just a few little tweaks here and there. but I am 100% ready for keeping up to date with all the State of Decay 3 news that comes out. That's pretty much all I got to say. I'm just really excited, and I think that could be one of the best games of all time.
Yeah. And hey, if you are a fan of State of Decay as well, follow the AFK podcast. Isaac will keep you up to date at every chance he gets.
Probably.
So
One of the
yeah,
best games of all time.
let's
Wow.
move
You
on.
really will.
That's a big one.
Yeah, let's close the.
I think it has the potential.
Yeah, let's
Actually, I have another thing to
yeah, let's
squeeze
close
in
the
before.
gaming section real quick with what Nathan wants to say.
So I'm just going to mention something. It was about Isaac. He said that obviously they announced State of Decay 3 maybe 3 years ago.
Mm.
So you know how games obviously take so long to make now?
Mhm.
5 years, sometimes even an entire generation.
Yep.
I'm going to even glaze Astrobot even more. Astrobot took roughly 3 years to make and only 60 people. And they
Fair
achieved
dues.
that.
That's actually
So
really cool. I didn't know
that
that.
can
But
prove to
that's...
people like Baldur's Gate 3 did. You don't need to spend so much money and so much time into a game to make a banger. But anyway, Black Myth Wukong, monkey game, very popular.
Mhm.
So we got some stuff. So we got some. Hang on, let me try and find my thing. Yeah. So it sold roughly 18 million copies in the first 2 weeks, which
Mhm.
is insane for an indie game.
It beat Cyberpunk single player sales record. Did I mention that when it came out? I think I did.
Yes.
You did.
And then one of the fastest selling games ever, which is cool. The revenue estimated to be over 700 million with a budget of 70 million.
Christ.
So that's insane. And there is rumored to be a major expansion in development,
Ooh.
which is cool because
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Wukong games are by no means games that are up my
also
alley,
no
but
2 DLCs.
I am
rumored to be in
happy to
development.
see that it is doing very well.
Oh, yeah.
I'll admit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with Isaac. I
it's
have not played them or
it's
seen much of
really
them, but
good.
it looks really good. Like,
Yeah,
The fans are eating good, so
Yeah.
you
yeah.
can't help
good
but
for
be
them.
happy
They
for them.
deserve it.
I'm glad you guys get a good DLC. Or probably good
But
DLC.
who made Black Myth Wukong? I don't think I know.
Game Science.
Game science.
What else have they made?
They're a Chinese mobile phone developer. I think this was their
Oh.
first actual game.
Well, if they keep doing how they're doing, they might be a very good game developer.
And also, they also have a next game in development, Black Myth Jiang Zaya?
Zhang's right.
I totally butchered that.
I have. I know.
Yeah,
how.
none of us know
I'll
Chinese.
put that in chat.
So.
So if,
Oh, I won't pretend like I would know
that's what it
either.
looks
But...
like.
Yangzia? I don't know what that could be. I don't know how
Let me just
they
look.
pronounce half these, depending on
Oh,
letter
yeah, they're-
formations.
Oh,
But
so
yeah.
film that.
We'll put it in like a text box
Chinese-
at the bottom of the screen for anyone who's interested in watching the video instead of listening. Else, you're just gonna have to try and guess from our butchered pronunciation.
Or
But
Google it.
Philadelphia. JIANGZIYA.
So yeah, there you go, fans of the game. Look forward to it. It looks like you've got a good future ahead of you. Wish I could say
We
the
look
same.
forward to your death threats for pronouncing the name wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that does close the the game section. Well, so yeah, a bit of news, a lot of rants. It's been a very mixed week, I'd say. But
Yeah, I agree.
Right about. I've lost it.
We've
I
only got
think-
good things, Daniel. We've only got good things.
only good things. Yeah. I'm still very pissed off about the Ark
I'm
and
still
Minecraft
terrified
stuff.
of
But
that one.
yeah.
Still thinking
Right.
about it. I
So-
still see it.
I think we've come into a close now. Let's start wrapping up the podcast. Last episode, we introduced our little idea of fellow favourites, and I said potentially we would
Fellow
do it this episode. We've done it. I've pushed these guys to get a list ready. We will not. So we decided that this month's theme should be New Leaf. You know, it's September. You're starting education, or maybe you're starting work. Maybe you're going to uni. Who knows? Either way, it's a fresh start almost.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, why not try and find some games which have a similar vibe, similar feeling. So, Nathan, would you like to take the spotlight first?
Yeah. So for my game, I have chosen Animal Crossing: New Horizons. You know, you start a new life on an island. You know, well, because we all picked
Isn't
Stardew
it?
Valley, so I thought I'm gonna pick something different.
Yeah.
I chose Animal Crossing. My second one for my film was Hot Fuzz.
Oh,
Because he starts as
fair.
a big city. He wants to be like a big city cop. He's one of the best cops, but then he turns into a small, cop cottage village kind of cop, isn't he?
Mhm.
At the end.
Yeah.
He changes his ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one, I can't go into detail because Daniel's here, is One Piece
Of
of
course
the
it is.
character Nico Robin.
Right. Of
That's it.
course it is. You always find a way to get One Piece in these, man.
Well, it's got everything.
He got another one, boys. He got another
It
One
has
Piece
everything in it,
reference.
so like, how
Uh,
can I not?
if we ever stop this podcast, I am going to get a tally of every time you mention One Piece, and it's going to
Make a
like take me
compilation of
hours.
every time I've mentioned One Piece in this.
Right.
That'll be about an hour's long.
Yeah, that'll be longer than any of the episodes we have. Isaac, would you like to take the stage next?
No. I
Oh.
mean, yes, of course I would.
Right.
For my film, I'm not really too sure on a film. I can't really think of one in all honesty, but my show is Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Mhm.
It's arguably the best Star Trek show there is, and I'll give you a rundown. I'll make it short. Um, After a attack on a starbase by the Borg, I'm sure you guys know what the Borg is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do.
A commander of one of the starships, Commander Cisco, is given control of Deep Space Nine, and this is a starbase over a planet which has been pillaged, and its resources have been taken by these people called the Cardassians. Now that might sound like Kardashians.
I was just going to make that joke.
They look very
Come
similar.
on, we're going to go take over the planet.
They look
What are they?
similar.
90% plastic.
Got
Yes,
massive asses.
yes. If you search it up, you'll see exactly what I mean.
Oh,
Nothing
I
else.
actually need to look this up now because Cardassians, isn't it?
But yeah,
Cardassian.
Captain Cisco arrives here, and he is not only turning over a new leaf for himself of trying to forgive Captain Picard for what he did at the battle with the Borg, but also with the whole planet and just the story in general. Every episode, one after another, is just what happened last episode actually meant something, and next week it's going to mean something as well.
Mhm.
And years down the line, it still means so much for the Star Trek universe, the Dominion War, the occupation of Bajor, things like that. And that is why it's probably my favorite TV show in which that happens.
You know how you're talking about you know, hold on, sorry to interrupt. You know how you're on about
I just
the
got an assignment from Daniel.
Cardassians. You know how you're on the Cardassians and Kardashians. Look what I've just sent to the.
Yeah, that was yeah, that is it.
Go on the WhatsApp. Go on the
They-
WhatsApp.
I saw a picture of one of them. They have like their eyes wide open, like they've got Botox in their face.
Right. Okay. Sorry to interrupt you. Go back to your game.
I mean, game, game itself, Stardew Valley. I mean, it's just Stardew Valley. But I hope you don't mind going off topic a bit here. But I think Dying Light actually also is a game in which the character turns over a new leaf, obviously, because he's initially working with the GRE, but then becomes, friends with the people in Haran and eventually starts working for them and saves Haran, but then ultimately destroys it in the end. And
I can't.
I think it's a nice story, Dying Light.
I can't help but wonder how many spoilers Isaac's mentioning in these.
That's an old game.
Spoiler warning for every piece of media ever.
Like,
Coming up what, 10 years now.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine
I
came
know,
out
but
40 years ago
the whole
now.
I know, but the whole section here is recommending for people to go check out, and we're kind of just spoiling it.
Dying
Remember,
Light,
guys, go check out Dying Light. Anyway, the way Dying Light ends.
well, the ending, there's actually multiple endings, but the canon ending for me is that Crane destroys Haran. That might not be a canon ending for everyone else, but for me it is.
Right.
Try the game. So the end. It was up.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll have to cut those out. But either way, so yeah, there's Isaac's list, and I guess I'll end it up with mine. So for a film, I couldn't decide. I really couldn't think of one, so I am not going to be listing you a film, unfortunately. Maybe next month. But for my show is a anime which I found a couple of years ago, and it is my favorite by far. Horror Mia. It's just a fun little rom-com type thing. I'm a sucker for rom-coms. And well, I don't want to get into spoilers like Isaac did, so just go check it out. It's a very good anime. I hold it very dear to my heart.
Go on, give us one spoiler.
His life, the protagonist, Izumi Miyamura, his life definitely changes for the better. It's a very happy anime. So, and then that leads me on to my game, which is gonna be an odd one, kind of. but it definitely fits the criteria. Jurassic World Evolution. It's a none of you were expecting that, were you?
No.
But nah,
I wasn't
the reason I say this is, one, because Stardew Valley was taken by Isaac, and two, you're taking over, you're turning a fresh leaf for the franchise, you're making it work, unlike the films. You know, that is quite literally the definition of a new leaf. It's behaving in a better way. You turn the park management into a positive, depending on how you play. Some, I don't know, some of you guys might be psychopaths and release a T-Rex the second you can.
I did.
Right, but yeah.
All of
So that's a game I definitely recommend, and one that I had a lot of fun with, especially with the sequel.
Mhm.
So, Dan, you checked out any of the games, movies, TV shows we've listed?
I have seen a few of them. I've not seen Horimiya. Unfortunately, I did start Stardew ages ago when it came on Game Pass, but I did not finish it because I moved on to Dead Space at the time. Shaun of the Dead.
Not
Really
sure
want
like
to.
what was.
Sorry, my
Tut,
bad.
tut.
I just watched Hot Fuzz. No, fuck. I'm fucking tired. Yes. Hot Fuzz, amazing film. I prefer Shaun of the Dead personally. That's just how I feel. Ugh. So yeah, I'd agree with you there, Nathan. It's very good. You picked a good one there.
And
Um,
I'm
and
watching One Piece. So.
This is
yeah, and I am watching One Piece. And Nathan's finished One Piece, so I'm like, Nathan, I'm at this part, and he's like, you're nowhere near where I am. He fucking binge watched the whole thing.
binge
So,
read.
and because I have a social life, and because I don't watch like 50 episodes a day,
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
read
you
50
should be binge watching it.
because you
Right.
mentioned stuff and you just like, and we're just had like, yeah. You just, I know what's happening.
Christ. Right.
Yeah,
Well.
you do, you little bastards. I'm like, I saw this and it was really cool, and you were like, I'm a bit further ahead than you. I'm at the newest chapter. It's like, fuck you.
Well, just
I didn't
hurry up.
mind watching it. Hurry up. Yeah, I'm trying to.
So yeah, that's what we recommend. Go check it out. At the end of the month, we'll put up a poll so where you guys can vote on how many of these you've checked out or tried. So let's closing off the episode because I think Isaac might want to go. What have you got?
I would.
Will you do yours
With
first?
important business I got a good deal with elsewhere.
Right.
What have you been doing this
Yeah.
week,
What's
Isaac?
everyone? Isaac, what have you been up to this week?
I'll do it now, and then I'll run off.
Yeah.
Still Star Trek Online this week. But I have actually started playing Last of Us Part 2 again with the director commentary. And it's actually really interesting to not only play the game again, now I know so much more about it, but to learn even more about it whilst I'm playing it. Star Trek Online, I'm almost 100% at it now. I'll probably be playing something else next week. And watching, I've just finished the Orville, and I don't know what I'm going to watch next, in all honesty. Probably Slow Terror.
Try an anime.
One Piece live action.
Watch anime One Piece.
So I
The
will see
real
everybody next
Right.
week.
Bye, Isaac. Have a
Bye.
good one, man. Thanks for helping out. Right. Nathan, would you like to speak next?
Well, you already know what I've been playing.
Mhm.
I really been playing that many games recently.
Hmm.
I've just been like, just sitting here. But yeah, Astrobot I played. I don't think I've read anything. I haven't started reading Dawn to Dawn yet, even though I bought the first. What, Daniel?
I said you can't read anyway.
So at the end of One Piece. So I haven't started reading that. I have read the first 3 chapters though. I read it online. I might have mentioned it last week.
Oh yeah.
And but watching? I don't think I've really watched anything. Oh, I've been watching. Me and Isaac have been watching the Top Gear specials because the last one comes out as of recording this next week.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been catching up. We're on the Grand Tour now, so we're almost finished. That's kind of it, really.
Oh, fair dues. Quiet week, but can't blame you if you've been enjoying one thing over another. 'Cause honestly, if I get into what I've been doing this week, I have been playing Hogwarts Legacy, been playing Hogwarts Legacy, been playing Hogwarts Legacy. Went on Arc Aberration for a few hours, mainly just use the photo mode. Felt scammed. Watching, I have... What have I watched? I've obviously still been continuing Naruto, which is it's actually getting a lot better now. The pacing feels like it's picked up quite a lot more. From like the first couple seasons. But yeah, so Naruto Shippuden, that's been good. I've started rewatching Horimiya again, to no one's surprise. I felt in the mood to watch that.
That's a
And
weird Kaguya-sama.
no, I've not been watching that yet. That is on the watch list, but yeah. And then I've not really what have I watched a movie? Oh yeah, I watched the Spy Family movie, Code White. That was actually a really good movie. 4 out of 5 easy, like, or 8 out of 10 if you want to use 10. I won't go into detail because neither of you guys have watched it yet. Probably audience hasn't watched it if they've not watched it in cinemas. But if you're a fan of it, really do recommend it. It's a really fun movie. I really enjoyed it.
I'm pretty sure about it.
Yeah. As I say, you guys should definitely watch it, and then we can talk about it.
I'm going to because yeah.
I need to finish season 2.
Dan, would you like to talk about what you've been up to?
Yes, I will. I'll tell you a tale. I'll tell you a tall tale. What have I been watching? I got onto a bit more One Piece. Watching that for Nathan, of course.
Where are you at now?
I have no idea. I'm still on the same part when they're at the Wispy Peak because I didn't watch any today.
Wait, what has happened though?
It was the part where Zoro fights all the bounty hunters and then Mr. Well, that's all right. It's the same point where I was at the other day because I've not managed to watch any today.
Okay, so you're at the right. You fight 100 bounty hunters.
Yeah. It was a really cool sequence.
What else?
What else? Oh, the newer episodes of My Hero have been coming out, and they have it's like actually peak. Like I'm a big My Hero fan, as some astute viewers may have noticed. My profile image is the best character in the whole show twice. And Nathan, cover your ears if you because I'm going to spoil some My Hero stuff.
Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning!
Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning! Yeah, Twice has returned. And that was like a really amazing moment because like he's my favorite character and I'm just happy he's back. And I just screamed in my room. I was like, "Let's go, baby!"
Hawks.
I hate Hawks. I hate him. I don't give a shit.
How can you hate Gojo?
Everyone's like, I love. I don't give a shit. I like Gojo. I don't like Hawks.
Right.
Hawks can fuck off and die.
Right, Nathan, you can listen again.
All right.
Okay, so... Nathan.
I was anyway. I don't even know who the characters are. So I
would... don't worry.
I'm surprised you've not brought up something you mentioned to me earlier about what you finally finished.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember everything I've watched, but my brain has gone blank. Please remind me.
You don't need to list everything. Oh, what? Oh, it's not a show you watched. It's a game you played.
Oh yes, Red Dead. I played Red Dead. I finished the game.
Second one.
Oh,
I finally finished 2.
Yeah, because like when I first played the game, I played it like for ages. I wanted to like savor it, and when I got to like the epilogue, my game broke, so I had to buy a new one.
Oh, so you finished the epilogue, not the main game, the story?
Well, no, I finished the main game. I finished the main game the first time, replayed it, got the honorable ending because I got like a bad ending before. Oh, yeah. But I replayed it, got like highest honor, went back, played it again, and and I got to see the ending, and because I'd like been waiting for so long, finally got to spoilers warning for Red Dead Redemption 2. I got to kill Micah and shoot him in the balls, and it was
hell yeah, American Venom.
I know.
One of the best final missions in the game.
Oh, absolutely, and the soundtrack goes off, man.
Oh god, that went so hard.
I don't want to flex, but High Honor Help John ending first playthrough. I am him. I'm here for the homies, and John was a homie.
John was a homie.
Yeah. I can't wait to play Red Dead 1 if it supposedly does come out on PC.
Christmas, I can't wait.
Yeah. Right. Anything else? Any other games you've been playing recently, or is that it?
I have. What else? I've been playing a lot of Garden Warfare 2 recently. Which is like that's just like you can tell the kind of mental state I'm in right now. But I'm trying to like unlock all like the legendary characters. Which is a task. It's not easy. I wish I could just fucking buy them, but you know.
Do you want to trade and do the puzzle I'm currently stuck on Hogwarts Legacy?
I saw that. It looked miserable. He showed me that. I was like, he streamed it over Discord and looked atrocious.
Oh, Isaac's back again. Right. Told you it won't be long.
Oh, I was excited.
Right. Well, that's perfect timing. 'Cause I think
Well.
we've covered everything.
Oh,
As
okay,
as
good.
we were just talking, Daniel, the
Hmm?
new One Piece chapter just came out, everyone.
Oh,
Chapter
fuck.
1125. I already read the leaks. It's very good. I can't say anything because Daniel's here.
Yeah.
Please don't.
And also, I
But
can't talk about it with him.
the
so I don't wanna read.
reveals have changed everything.
Right.
So
Well, there you go. If you were disappointed we didn't have much of a spoiler section, at least you got a little something now. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think this is a perfect time to wrap up the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching the AFK
Thank
podcast.
you.
I have been your host, Nike, along with fellow Crusader and Quantum Sub. Massive thank you to Daniel for joining us this episode. We will link some of his social medias if he wants in the description, so go check them out. Or on screen, you never know. And
I
we'll
draw and cry.
yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Adios.
Bye.
Goodbye, my Sigmas.